Hello, students and artists. I am here today to walk you through part 3 of our digital sculpture unit. Um, so for your do now, you should have explored my metaverse creation, which is an alternate experience. It's basically with your phone, you can see these forms floating in like a different dimension. It's just an experiment, so if you weren't able to download the app, no big deal. But I hope that you got to experience that. It's one of my homework assignments. So in the Metaverse app quiz, it asked you to identify what kind of forms that were floating in space. And so the first form was a cube, and then you had a sphere, a pyramid, and a cylinder. So today, we are going to use the principles of design called unity and proportion to try and connect and unify 3 different forms. So today, the options for you to create are either to build a body for the same animal that you've been working on, or you can create something new of your choice. So step 1, you're going to go to scene, and you will pick from either adding a sphere, a cube, or a cylinder, or a torus. I'm still learning what a torus is, but it's kind of like a donut shape. So what I'm going to do is just add another sphere. And then the tool that you'll be working with mainly today is the transform tool. So once you see this here, what you're going to do is just pull it to the side and separate the 2 forms. So notice that I'm still going to leave it connected because what we're trying to do is construct these forms to form one object. The next thing I'm going to do is add another sphere. So I'm going to add 3 spheres, but you can pick whatever forms you'd like to construct. And then notice that this transform tool has 3 arrows. It has the green one, the red one, and the blue one. They each do something different. The green one will separate the form upwards and downwards. The red one will separate it from side to side. And the blue one will also move it from side to side in the other direction. So you have 3 different directions to manipulate these forms with. So one more thing to know about the transform tool is that you can also control how large the size of your form is. So when you turn, the yellow ring represents it's kind of like this lever that you're turning to make the form smaller or larger. So, and I just learned this from playing around. I didn't know how to do this 2 weeks ago. So that's what I'm asking for you today, is just to play around with forms, unify, and construct a body for either an animal or just make something else. You have the option of creating whatever you want, as long as you show unity in the form. So something that wouldn't show unity is if this guy, for example, was like floating over here and unconnected to, unless you're doing it on purpose. So I just really want you to think about the terms unity and proportion. Like, proportion means how large or small compared to the other, right? So if I was going to make, for example, a caterpillar, and the body of the caterpillar, or the head of the caterpillar rather, was very, very small, that wouldn't necessarily be proportionate. So I'm trying to achieve proportion, and I'm also trying to unify these 3 forms. So that's it for today. Please remember to photograph, document your experiment, and place it into your artist portfolio by the end of the day. Bye-bye.